Hello everyone, Thursday, February 8th, 2018. Of course, yesterday was New Comic Book Day, and as it is now for us, Thursday is the New Comic Book video time. So I will show you the books I picked up today, and I got a question from a viewer who asked if I collect any other things that are superhero related or just any other types of collectibles. Unfortunately, I collect a lot of stuff, and movies was one of them, but I will show you some other things that I collect. So we will jump right into the books. Swamp Thing Winter Special #1. This carried a $7.99 price point on it. I wasn't real wild about that, but you know, I do like the Swamp Thing, and this was delayed a week. It was supposed to come out last week and got delayed 1 week, so it came out this week. So I look forward to reading that one. Walking Dead 176. They had two covers. This was the Michonne cover. I was happy that they had some of these left at the shop. Of course, now with the new hours at my job, I am unable to go to the shop on Wednesdays, so I cannot be there when the doors open, so I have to hope to be able to pick stuff up as they have it. So I was happy to get one of those. Scotty Young, Fuck Fairyland. This is just a fun book. I enjoy this book. We've talked about it before. This is issue number 16. And if you kind of like this stuff, check it out. I'm sure a lot of you are already on it because it is a very popular title, at least it is out here in Las Vegas. Speaking of Las Vegas, Dan Mendoza, Zombie Tramp 43. This was kind of a bondage cover. See, she's kind of tied up right there. That was cover 1. And the cover that I preferred was this one here, squeezing some brain out of there to get the blood all over her. So I enjoy Zombie Tramp. Some of the covers are getting kind of lazy. That's the way I looked at it. But, you know, these were the two that came out. Those were pretty decent this time. So hopefully he gets back to the older style he did when he first started Zombie Tramp, because the covers were just incredible. This came out a while ago, and I didn't have a chance to read it. So if you've read it, let me know in some comments. This is Judas. This is book number 1. Spider-Man Deadpool 27. Is that 27? 27. Really cool book. This is part of the Venom run. Cool cover right there. And the reason I like this, this is one of the ones I read today, was right here. Spider-Woman getting a little Venomized. I thought that was a really cool concept, and I look forward to seeing if they kind of take that a little further or just going to keep it on this story arc. So I thought that was a really cool concept. Batman 40. Cover 1. Little Wonder Woman in front of the Batlight. And cover 2. And of course, wouldn't be complete without Batman White Knight number 5. 7 more issues of this. Oh no, excuse me, 3 more issues of this right now. Really, really good storyline. I like where they're taking this, and I can see this ultimately down the road being a continuous run after the miniseries. So that's right there. Again, I told you I like the concept of the 2 Harleys, a little darker Batman, and I just kind of enjoyed that. So it wasn't a real big week this week, which is okay. So I picked that up. And I got a question from a viewer who said, hey, you know, you collect other things. Well, you know I collect movies. We talk about movies all the time. Or if I've mentioned movies in other videos that I like, I've always collected movies. When I was younger, it was a good escape for me. Watched a lot of movies. I also collect, I picked up, speaking of movies, I picked this up today. My wife and I went to Best Buy. This was the brand new Batman DC Universe movie, Gotham by Gaslight. Right here. It's kind of blurry. See if I can... Concept of this is apparently he is chasing Jack the Ripper. I was a huge person. I used to read a lot about serial killers. Jack the Ripper was somebody that I read a lot on when I was younger, even up into my adult years, which I still enjoy reading true crime books. And so I look forward to seeing this. I have not had a chance to see that yet. Some of the other things I like to collect, I do collect vinyl albums. If you remember the past older videos, you'll see sports pictures and autographs on the wall behind me. I'm a huge sports fan of all sports, and I have a lot of autographs from that. So another thing I enjoy collecting are Pepsi cups and 7-Eleven cups, like this. This is a Batman cup from 1966. Really, really good condition. And surprisingly enough, you can find this cup. This isn't a very hard glass to find. And for the year, you can buy this glass in the $20 range, which, you know what? It's just a really cool looking glass. I also collect, like I said, 7-Elevens. This is from 1977. They had a whole run of them. And all these are, this is a Howard the Duck. Kind of give you a little slow roll. There's the 7-Eleven logo, 1977. Then Howard the Duck there. They had different ones. There's Captain America, Spider-Man. Really good collector cups. And I like to collect these because I like the hunt on these to find them with no chipping on the paint. You figure all the paint is on the outside of the glasses. People used to use a lot of dishwashers in the 70s, and they're going to chip. So the hunt for me is looking for the cups. This is another part of the Pepsi. This is the 1978 version. This is the Aquaman Cup. There you see the back there. See the Pepsi logo right there. I don't know if you can see that in the light. There's that. Now this version had just the symbol on the front like that. And the 1976 version, I just found this one online. I got happy. This is the Wonder Woman, and it has the sun in the background, or, you know, I call it the sun, the big circle in the back. And all the characters have that, and it just kind of, just paper in there. There it is again. The Pepsi logo, 1978, all unchipped, really, really clean. And I really enjoy looking for those. Of course, one of the harder ones to find is the Joker, because everybody wants the Joker. So there was that. Not a real long video. I appreciate all the positive comments I've received. I got a message from someone said, "Oh, I see you got a thumbs down on the video." It's okay if you give me a thumbs down if you don't like the video. That's your right. But the way I look at it, if I have 600 or 700 views on a video, and I have over 100 thumbs up and 1 or 2 thumbs down, that's a pretty good percentage right there. So there was that. So thank you again for the support. Thank you for, you know, enjoying my videos, enjoying my content. I do this because I get the positive feedback. I enjoy showing what I pick up. And so there was that. I am ultimately, and I say this all the time, I know I say this all the time, is that I'm going to ultimately put books up for sale. Yes, I am going to put stuff up for sale. It's just time is really, really hard for me to find some, to get some free time to do it. I spend time with my wife and things of that nature because I can't sit in the office all day doing things. So I do promise to get some books up in the next couple of weeks. And I promise that the video next week will have a lot more. If there's something that you want me to touch bases on, if there's a topic that you want me to talk about, send me a message. Tell me what you want me to talk about. I'll be more than happy to think of a topic. I had one message from a person asked me, you know, the best way to sell books. I gave him a personal message back, giving him some basic information on how to do that. I also got a message from someone asking if I would be shipping overseas into Europe. I am looking into options of doing that. The problem is that I am very meticulous about the way I ship things, and I want to make sure that if you buy a book from me and I say it's a high-grade book, I want it to arrive as a high-grade book. I have been burnt in the past by people that were unscrupulous as it relates to buying. You hear the horror stories of sellers who send items to people and they, you know, get these stories back. I don't like doing that. I have a good feedback with no negatives, and so I want to try to keep that. But I do want to be able to sell to people who will appreciate the books that I put up, because I do take the time to get a good high-quality book. And if you want to buy something from me, if I put it up online, I'll be honest with you and tell you what the grade is. And I hope that you enjoy those grades. I hope that you enjoy those books. So there's that. So please look for that in the very near future. I will have a longer video next week. Again, I'm super tired. I've maybe gotten 8 hours sleep in the last 2 days because I've been unable to sleep with my job and everything. So I do apologize for the shortness of this video. So that's what I picked up this week. I hope you liked the video. But as always, if you didn't, nothing I can do for you. I hope you have a great week picking up those books. And again, if you like the video, thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And if you know somebody who might like the channel, tell them about it. So have a great night. See you next week.